Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. All right, some side hustles are low effort, high reward. Others, not so much. CNBC just shared an article saying that an AI-based job is the biggest new side hustle. Apparently, it pays $100 an hour. So immediately, I'm wondering if this is too good to be true, but it sounds like at the least, it's worth investigating. So today I want to talk to you about what this job is and also some other popular side hustles that might be interesting to you. I'm going to be ranking them based on two things. First and foremost, how easy is it to start? And number two, how much would you make? And I'll give it an overall score on how much I would recommend based on that information. So according to the article that I mentioned earlier, many companies are trying to compete with their competitors by producing tons of content on websites and social media in order to fast-track growth of their brand. And leaders started to give regular keynote presentations or webinars to their employees internally, in addition to presenting at large conferences. So this trend has created an opportunity for more written content on behalf of the company, like blog posts, newsletters, social media shares, LinkedIn updates. But doing this is extremely time-consuming for corporate leaders, and it really isn't realistic. So this new side hustle is called an AI content assistant. So this person would put the audio from a company's very important speech into a transcription service so that the content can be packaged by ChatGPT and shared on all sorts of platforms. It says you can literally copy and paste in a transcription and say, turn this into a 700-word blog article that has 5 tips. And then the assistant would take the transcription, put it into ChatGPT, give it a prompt, and then proofread the result when it's done. So apparently the paycheck can fall anywhere from $20 an hour to $100 an hour. It says it takes about a week to learn the ropes and understand how the digital service works, but you can access online tutorials to help you. And once you gain experience working with sites like Upwork and Fiverr, then you can add that skill to your LinkedIn skills so other companies can request your services. Plus, experts say the need for this job isn't going away anytime soon. So I'm going to rate this side hustle on a scale of 1 to 10 based on the two things that we mentioned before, how easy it is to get started and would it be worth it. So I'm going to give this, gosh, you guys, I'm going to say an 8. Like some people are really mad at AI, but I'm like, listen, if you can make that and actually do the work and understand it, and it takes about a week to understand it, that's a pretty good gig. But I don't give it a 10 out of 10 just because I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know. There's like a 20% of me that's like, what is all of this? So that'd be my rating. All right, before I share and rate some more unexpected side hustles, I have to tell you about one of our sponsors, Op Games. You guys, Op Games has so many board games for your friends and family. And let me tell you, if you want to save money because you're getting out of debt or starting an emergency fund or have a lot of your margin going to, different sinking funds for things you're saving, then board games is a way to make some really fun memories and that it's not expensive. This is a way, again, to get your friends and family together, laugh, share memories, and it's just absolutely incredible. One of my favorite games that Op Games carries is Telestrations. So start making memories today and purchase Telestrations at Walmart or wherever you buy games. Okay, here are some other unexpected side hustles. Ready for this? A free website called Inbox Dollars pays you to watch short video clips. So this includes everything from movie previews to brownie recipes to the latest Kardashian recap. And all you have to do is watch the video clips and answer a series of questions afterwards. So yep, sign me up. This is great. Now, I don't think that it's something that could ever replace a full-time job, but while you're relaxing on the couch and just scrolling on your phone already, might as well just make a few bucks, And it says that the company has already paid out over $56 million to its users. So anyone can sign up as soon as they want. So yeah, I give this, I think a 10 out of 10, right? If you're gonna be watching videos on Instagram, might as well watch some other videos and rate them, get paid for it. Next up is a mock juror. So a mock juror reviews the evidence and renders a decision to help lawyers prepare for real cases. Participation usually requires a full day cooped up in a hotel conference room. You can sign up through sites like eJury or Online Verdict. It pays anywhere from $5 to $60 an hour. And you have to be a U.S. citizen over the age of 18 and don't have any past felony convictions in order to do this. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I would take away, if you have like a full-time job, to take a full day from your job to do this. So this is a hard side hustle because, again, it takes a lot of time. But if you have flexibility in your job and you can get more on that $60 an hour rate, heck yeah, I'd do it. So yeah, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. Next is drop shipping. This job allows you to sell product online while not having to own or operate a physical location. So you can start drop shipping for a low cost of $100. Reason for this is because you aren't required to have inventory before selling. It relies more on third-party suppliers to handle the inventory warehousing and order fulfillment. It says that you can make anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000 a month if you work 10 to 15 hours a week. Pros are less upfront capital required, easy to start, low overhead, flexible location, and a wide selection of products to sell. The cons is low profit margins depending on how niche that product is that you're selling. Also, supplier errors and no control over supply chain. Oh man, I don't know why this one makes me more nervous. There's a lot out of your control here. I mean, it pays great, obviously. So I guess if this is a thing that you like really research and you feel good about it, but I'd say for the majority of people, this is a hard one just to kind of like plug into. So I'm gonna give this a lower rating of like 4 out of 10. Again, if you have a thing that you're like, oh yeah, this is easy to do, you could go for it. But it seems like a lot on the line of things that you can't control. This next one immediately catches my attention. It's a mystery shopper. Yep. Have you ever worked retail and you probably had a manager threaten this to make sure that you go above and beyond in customer service? Well, companies want to know that their employees are being helpful to every customer all the time. But the most important leaders of the company can't just pull like an undercover boss situation. So they create a little spy to come in. And that's where you could come in. When you sign up to be a mystery shopper, you go and shop at a store, interact with a rep, either online or over the phone, and then rate your overall experience. According to ZipRecruiter, the average pay for a mystery shopper in the state of Tennessee is $17 an hour. The only catch is that apparently this job is at a high risk for scams, so make sure that you never give out personal information or bank account details to a random internet source without officially setting up your employment and getting started with this work. Okay, the mystery shopper, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. I'm like 50-50 comfortable on this. Again, there's a lot to kind of sort through. It's a lot of effort on your end in the sense of like going, you're gonna have to maybe do some work after the experience and all of it. I just think you could find something more for $17 an hour that, again, it's kind of more on your terms. It's my gut reaction. All right, before I share the next side hustle, which is probably my favorite, I want to tell you about another one of our sponsors, Christian Healthcare Ministries. Guys, I know we're all looking for ways to save, especially on healthcare costs. So do yourself a favor and check out Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's biblically based health cost sharing that could keep your budget under control. Learn more today at chministries.org/budget. All right, next is selling thrift store finds online. So this article suggests selling specialty or novelty items on eBay if you have a good eye for antique finds. Now, this is one that can be time-consuming if you don't already have a natural knack for thrift shopping. But someone on our team actually has a friend who buys and resells all her estate sale finds as her primary source of income, which is really impressive. So again, from designer jeans to collectible sportswear to retro fashion trends that are becoming popular again, it's definitely a place where you can make some money. And if this sounds a little too far-fetched for you, you could still make it a habit of cleaning out your closet and posting a handful of items on Poshmark or a website like that to be able to bring in some money. And brands like Madewell, Free People, Target, Anthropologie, American Eagle do really well on resale apps. And you can make anywhere from $20 to $100 on items that are gently used. This might not be the most consistent side gig, but it's a decent passive income strategy. So if you're someone that does this pretty consistently already, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. yeah, make some money, sell your stuff. It's great. All right, this is a rapid fire round. My team and I found the most popular side hustles, and I'm gonna give you my quick thoughts if I agree with this list based on how easy it is to start and how much money you make. All right, first up, freelance work. So this can make you a lot depending on the service. If it's photography, it could make you a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, if you have a skill that you're able to freelance, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Do it. You can make a lot of money. And you already have the skills. It's great. Next is ride sharing, Uber, Lyft, and it's really easy to start, anywhere from $14 to $23 an hour. And yeah, I mean, I think this is a great one. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. There's so many Uber drivers out there that I've talked to, and they're like, yeah, this is my side hustle. For some people, it's their primary source of income. You got a car, make some money. Next, starting a blog. So this is really easy to start, but it's more of a long-term game to make money. This is a harder one. I'm gonna say 3 out of 10. If you need a quick side hustle for some quick money, again, this is a lot of effort to build a brand basically that other companies then would pay to advertise on your blog. So more of a long-term play. Next, take online surveys. So you can make anywhere from $1 to $20 per survey. And again, another article that I found on this says the average survey is $26.14 that people make on average by doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna go 10 out of 10. You got a computer, got your mind, do it. Next, renting out your home. So Airbnb or VRBO. It's really easy to apply for, pretty easy to start. On average, you can make about $208 a night on Airbnb. And you can choose the calendar and how often you rent it out. And Airbnb and VRBO do take a small fee for each reservation. It's anywhere from 3 to 8% on average. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is like a 5 out of 10 because I think for half the people out there watching, they're like, no, sorry, no one's touching my house. I'm not doing that. And then for another half of you guys, you're like, yeah, if I'm out of town, I'll pay for someone to stay at our house and I'm gonna use that money to pay for the vacation we're on, right? I mean, like people use it as a great gig. So if it's good for you, then I think it's a great option. Next is a personal assistant. The national average is $22 an hour for being a personal assistant. And you can use sites like ZipRecruiter to help you find a job. I love this one. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 because if you're naturally really good at helping people, staying organized, this could be a great option. And flexible hours, you can maybe even take on 1 or 2, 3 clients at a time. Next is proofreading. You can make as low as $12 an hour, as high as $30 an hour. You need a laptop or a desktop computer, reliable internet, Microsoft Word to get started. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10 on this one. You have to be actually really good at this or people aren't gonna hire you. So if you have a knack for proofreading and English and all of that, do it. Dog sitting. If you love dogs, this is great, right? Coworkers, friends, family, if they need your help, you are there. You can make anywhere from $20 to $30 a day or $45 to $75 a night or even $250 to $400 a week. Again, this varies depending on your area, state by state, all of it. But I mean, if you have the ability to do this, I think it's a great gig, 10 out of 10 for me. Babysitting. So when doing research, this one was all over the board because it all depends on where you live. However, the national average today is $17.95 an hour, which is awesome. So if you're in a great area and you have some families that you know, absolutely. Take a night or two, babysit, make some money, 10 out of 10. Tutoring online, the national average is $18.46 an hour. So if you have a certain subject that you love, then I definitely recommend this one. It's gonna be a little bit harder. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10 because you actually have to have the knowledge in a specific subject to do this and do it well. So it's not for everybody, but I think it's great. Okay, so based on that entire list, I'm gonna say freelance work would probably be my favorite because it's a skill you already know, you already have, and you can make a lot of money doing that skill elsewhere. So that's what I would say. 2 thumbs up for that one. But there's a lot of great options out there, you guys. And let me know in the comments which side hustle really surprised you most and maybe one that we didn't mention on here because this is a place that a lot of people can make income, especially if you're getting out of debt or building up an emergency fund. This is a great way to boost your income. So make sure to send this video to a friend who loves to make some extra cash. And remember, you guys, to take control of your money and create a life you love.